Imagine a world where nobody had to experience trauma. A world where no one had to endure loss, bullying, or the horrors of war. It would be beautiful, wouldn't it? But the reality is, someone somewhere is grieving, struggling with painful memories, or trying to navigate a life altered by hardship. Trauma is often seen as a weakness, a wound that breaks people down. But today, I want to challenge that perspective. What if I told you that trauma, though painful, can actually make you stronger? That it can unlock a level of resilience within you that you never thought possible. When trauma strikes, the body and mind react instinctively. Coping mechanisms, whether it's isolation, numbing behaviors, or even lying down on the floor in distress, aren't signs of weakness. They're proof that the body has an innate ability to protect itself, to survive. Your brain is doing everything it can to help you manage overwhelming experiences. It's a sign of resilience, not fragility. And resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about adapting, growing, and learning to navigate life in a new way. It's about understanding that despite the pain, you can still find meaning and strength in your story. One of the most universal yet deeply personal trauma is loss. Losing a loved one is something we all experience at some point, yet society often downplays its emotional toll. Some may say, everybody goes through it, as if that makes it easier, but it doesn't. The nervous system processes grief in its own way. Whether it's the loss of a partner, a dear friend, or even a mentor, there is no right or wrong way to grieve, and there is no shame in feeling deeply. The paradox of life is that love and loss walk hand in hand, but through loss, we learn to cherish, to remember, and to grow. Some psychologists categorize trauma as big T and little t, implying that some experiences are more valid than others. But trauma isn't about the event itself, it's about how the nervous system reacts to it. For one person, bullying in school might leave lifelong scars. For another, an emotionally abusive relationship can feel just as devastating as a near death experience. The brain doesn't rank trauma, it simply perceives danger and reacts accordingly. So instead of comparing hardships, we need to validate each other's struggles. Your trauma is real, your pain is real, and your healing is just as important as anyone else's. Toxic relationships, whether with a parent, friend, or partner, can leave deep emotional wounds. For years, society blamed victims, suggesting they were responsible for staying in harmful situations. But research now shows that the brain adapts to abuse, often making it difficult to leave. The cycle of conflict, followed by moments of reconciliation, can create an emotional dependency, much like an addiction. Breaking free from this cycle takes courage. It requires hope, hope that a better life is possible. Here's a simple exercise. Take 15 minutes a day to imagine your future. Let yourself dream without limits. It might feel small, but visualizing a different reality can be a first step towards making it happen. In today's world, conversations about trauma and mental health are becoming more common. This is a good thing. The more we talk about these issues, the more we normalize seeking help. But there's also a downside. Terms like trauma and narcissism are sometimes thrown around casually, diluting their true impact. We need to be mindful of how we use these words, ensuring we respect those who have truly endured deep psychological wounds. American psychologist Robert Stolorow highlights two key aspects of trauma. First, trauma is unbearable. In normal situations, our brain processes emotions and turns them into memories. But during trauma, the brain often shields itself, storing painful memories deep inside. This is why healing takes time. And healing requires connection. When trauma occurs, the brain struggles to make sense of it. That's why having a support system, a relational home, is crucial. Whether it's friends, family, or a therapist, having a safe space to express your emotions can make all the difference. And remember, healing isn't linear. Some days will feel like progress. Others may feel like setbacks, but every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. So, how can you start transforming trauma into resilience? Here are a few strategies. Fill your life with joy. Even in dark times, seek moments of happiness. Enjoy a walk in nature, listen to uplifting music, or spend time with people who make you feel safe and valued. Choose the right therapist. If you seek professional help, make sure your therapist validates your experiences instead of making you feel guilty for your emotions. Engage in focused activities. Studies show that playing games like Tetris can actually help reduce intrusive, traumatic thoughts. Distraction can be a powerful tool for calming the nervous system. Trauma does not define you, it does not make you weak. It makes you human. And the fact that you're here listening to this means you already have the strength to heal and grow. You are more resilient than you realize. So be kind to yourself, honor your journey, and never be afraid to seek support. Because on the other side of trauma, there is hope. And on the other side of pain, there is transformation. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on mental health and resilience. Stay strong and remember, you are never alone. My name is Pharmacist Michael. Be happy and be healthy.